I'd be erasing that too.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Judge Michael Davis. This is the first appearance court. You're all here because you've been arrested, and under the laws of the state of Florida, you have the right to see a neutral judge within 24 hours of your arrest. Today is not going to be your trial. I'm not going to decide guilt or innocence today. What I will decide is whether or not there was probable cause to arrest you, and if so, I'll set a reasonable bond in your case if it's applicable under the law. Now, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you, so don't talk about the facts of your case today. You will have your day in court. You also have the right to counsel. If you've hired a private attorney, please let me know. And if they're not here, I'll try and contact them for you. You can also use the offices of the public defender. You've got a representative there with you in the main jail, and there's one here with me in my courtroom. All right, we're going to start a little bit in the middle of the docket here today with the Fort Lauderdale municipal ordinances. Randolph Velez?
Yes, good morning, Judge. Mr. Velez is on page 15 of the docket.
All righty.
Judge, I've been informed that Mr. Velez bonded.
He bonded? Okay, all right. So I'll find probable cause. I'm going to appoint the law firm of J.R. McLawrence to his case, and Mr. McLawrence will be with him at the next hearing.
Judge, on page 17, there's also Gabriel Blanchard, and I've also been informed that he is Medicare reset.
Oh, again. Yeah, he was the other day. Okay. All right, so that'll be a med reset we'll try Tuesday morning. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. McLawrence. Nice to see you both. Have a good day. All right. Mr. Reedy, are you here on one of your cases, or you're really just here to...
I'm just learning from Mr. Fossil here how to do the in-court magistrate.
All right. Good deal. All right, then we're going to go back to page 1. Sandra Etienne.
All right, Judge.
All righty. Oh, and Creole interpreter?
Your Honor, you need a Creole interpreter.
No problem. We're going to order one.
Okay, Your Honor.
All righty. Etienne, yes. Ada Pirati Alvarado.
She's here present, Judge. She's going to be requiring a Spanish interpreter.
Spanish interpreter, okay, so might as well
Toma asiento, por favor.
order both. Jamar Harvey.
Mr. Harvey is here present. Come on up, Mr. Harvey.
All right. Mr. Harvey, you're charged with domestic violence battery. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Victim advocate, have you had contact with the victim? All right, Mr. Linder. All right, Mr. Romero.
Judge is speaking, Mr. Harvey. He's been residing in South Florida for the past 4 years. He's 24 years old. He's currently employed. He works for Lab Corporation. He's a specimen analyst. He's been working for that company now for about 5 years, making approximately $11.68 an hour. He does have a separate place to live, separate and apart from the alleged victim. He does share 3 children in common, ages 4, 3, and 9 months old. He's the sole financial provider for his family. Judge, we'd be asking you to sign an order allowing him visitation with his children per a third party. Judge, we'd be asking you also to set a reasonable bond as to Mr. Harvey.
I'll set a $1,000 bond. He won't need third-party contact because I'm going to allow phone contact in the case. But, sir, you're going to have to stay 500 feet away from the victim in the case. Do you understand?
Good.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Richard Ferguson.
Mr. Ferguson is approaching, Judge.
All right, Mr. Ferguson, you're charged with domestic violence battery. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
I did, Your Honor. She had nothing to say, though.
All right. Mr. Linder?
Out of Broward, he had a DUI property damage out of 2015. Out of DWI out of Texas from 2009. An arrest for assault causing bodily injury in 2002. I don't have a disposition. And an arrest out of Illinois in 1999 for battery. No disposition. Another arrest in 92 for battery out of Illinois with no disposition. End of
All
record.
right. All right, thank you. Mr. Romero?
Judge, it's being Mr. Ferguson. He's been residing now in Florida for 4 years. He's 49 years old. He works for Caribbean Performance Auto Repair. He's been working for them for about 1 year, making minimum wage. Financially, he has no money in the bank, no property. He does live separate and apart from the alleged victim. Judge, we're also going to need a photo order and a phone order. And two of the out-of-state priors that Mr. Lender read off, Mr. Ferguson did advise me that they were dismissed. We'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond on Mr. Ferguson's behalf.
All right, I'll sign those orders requested, and I'll set a $1,500 bond in the case, sir. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. Stay at least 500 feet away. Do you understand that, sir? All right, good luck to you.
One second, Your Honor, 1 second.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let me explain something.
No problem.
Thank you, Judge.
All righty, Richard Herron.
This one.
Down the middle and out the back, guys.
Mr. Heron? Oh, you said Richard Heron?
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Heron, come on up, please.
All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with domestic violence battery. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense. Advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
There was no phone number listed, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Linder, any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. First off, another woman obtained a permanent injunction against him, accusing him of committing repeated acts of violence against her. That was just issued. The final was. One moment, Judge. March 21st was signed by Judge Kaplan.
Okay.
Auto. And I'm sorry. 3 thefts in 2013 in Broward. And another theft and carrying a weapon in the open, 2013 in Broward.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Romero.
Judge, Mr. Afsal, we're going to need a photo order. And speaking Mr. Heron, he's been residing in South Florida his whole life. He is 24 years old. He's currently working in construction. He's been doing that for about 1 week, making about $10 an hour. Previous to that employment, he was working at Panera Bread, making $8.75 an hour. Financially, he has no money in the bank, no property. He will be living separate and apart from the alleged victim. He'll be residing with his friend who lives in Fort Lauderdale. Judge, and also we'd be asking you to sign an order allowing us access to photograph Mr. Heron's injuries and be asking you to set a reasonable bond on his behalf.
All right, I will. And, sir, it's going to be a $2,500 bond. You're going to have no contact with the alleged victim. That's your mom. Stay 500 feet away. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Peter Mayer.
Mr. Mayor's approaching.
All righty. Mr. Mayor, you're charged with domestic violence battery. I'm going to find probable cause for the arrest. Any contact with the victim?
Yes, Your Honor. He had no-
Nothing to say. Okay, Mr. Linder?
No priors.
All right. Mr. Romero?
Judge, Mr. Meyer, he's been residing now in South Florida for 2 months. He just retired. He was basically working for an agency for the past 27 years of his life. If you want to know the particulars about an employment, I don't want to broadcast it. I can call my partner over there to let you know. At this time, the alleged victim is his 23-year-old son. He allowed him to stay there temporarily so his son can get on his feet. I did explain to him, since this is a domestic situation, most likely the court's going to impose a no contact order. It is up to Mr. Meyer to have no contact with his son. He understands that. He'll have no problem abiding by the court's order. Judge, considering Mr. Meyer is 51 years old, never had any prior contacts with the system, we'd be asking you to consider an ROR.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You're going to stay 500 feet away from your son. I will allow telephone contact. Otherwise, you're going to have to stay 500 feet away from him and his property. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Morning, counsel.
Hold on
How are
one
you?
second while I explain something to him.
Sure, go ahead. How can I help you? What case are you on?
Robbie Lahif,
Lahif. All right.
A-H-I-F-F,
Thank you.
Your Honor.
All right, sure. Do you need a few minutes to take a look at the affidavit, or? Sure, no problem. The public defender might have it for you. In the meantime, I will pull out the case, and when you're ready, you just let me know.
Do you have an attorney? You're gonna hire one?
23.
Thank you. Mr. Pierre?
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Glenn Bugby.
Do you have an attorney? You're gonna hire one?
All right. Good morning, sir. You're charged with a violation of an injunction for protection against domestic violence. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense. Advocate, have you had contact with the victim?
I did, Your Honor. She had nothing to say.
All right, Mr. Linder.
One moment, Judge. 2008, assault against a law enforcement officer or firefighter. 07, reckless driving. 07, trespass.
Okay. Mr. Romero.
Hold on one moment, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
Mr. Bugby has been residing out here in South Florida for 4 years. He is 65 years old. You've been residing 40 years?
40 years.
Okay. Sorry, not 4 years, 40 years, Judge. He is retired now. He lives off his retirement. Financially has no money in the bank. I believe he owns a trailer. He lives there with his wife. His monthly rent is approximately $800 a month. He'll be calling his daughter to help him post his bond. Judge, we'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond on Mr. Bugby's behalf.
All right, sir. I'm going to set a $5,000 bond in this case. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim. That's Susan Bugby. Stay 500 feet away from her and her property. Do not call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. Do you understand that? Mm-hmm. All right, good luck to you, sir. Jay Jahori.
Judge, he declined the service of public defender.
All righty. Sir, good morning. You're charged with a violation of protection against domestic violence injunction and a violation of your community control and probation. I'm going to find probable cause. Advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Linder?
Yes, one moment, Judge.
Doesn't indicate what he's on probation for on my sheet.
He's on probation for manufacturing cannabis.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He pled a felony domestic violence charge down to domestic violence battery against the same alleged victim, 2015. In 2011, he was arrested for battery against the same alleged victim. That was dropped. 2000, manufacturing cannabis. End of record.
All right, Mr. Jacori, I'm going to set a $10,000 bond on count 1 and place you on pretrial release level 2 with the GPS monitor. Count 2 is your probation violation is a no bond hold, and you'll see the division judge March 29th, 9 a.m. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim in the case. Stay 500 feet away from her and her property. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, sir. All right, let's see, we have the Spanish interpreter here, so we can recall Miss Alvarado.
Miss Alvarado, ven aquí, por favor.
And I'm just going to have the interpreter raise your right hand. If you could swear or affirm, accurately translate from Spanish to English and English to Spanish to the best of your ability.
I do. Good morning, Your Honor. Solange Sands.
Good morning. All right, ma'am, you're charged with domestic violence battery.
Señora, se le acusa de agresión de violencia doméstica.
I'm going to find probable cause for that offense.
Decido que hay suficientes pruebas para ese delito.
Have you had any contact with the victim advocate?
No, Your Honor.
Any priors, Mr. Linder?
She had a DUI at a Fort Pierce 2010.
No hemos comunicado con la víctima. La señora tiene un antecedente de DUI del 2010 en Fort Pierce.
Other than that, just traffic priors.
Pero más allá de eso no tiene antecedentes.
All right, ma'am, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance in this case.
Señora, la voy a dejar en libertad bajo su propia palabra.
But you're going to have to stay away from your boyfriend,
Pero tiene que mantenerse alejada de su novio,
Mr. Gallo,
el señor Galo.
500 feet at least.
Tiene que estar a por lo menos 500 pies de distancia de él.
I'll allow you to have telephone contact with him.
Puede comunicarse con él por teléfono.
Do you understand that, ma'am?
¿Entiende, señora?
All right. All right.
Yes.
Good luck to you.
Buena suerte.
Any others for the Spanish interpreter?
Español, ¿alguien habla? Yes, Judge. Come on. ¿Qué es su nombre? Silvestre? ¿Qué? Miguel Silvestre? Miguel Silvestre?
Alrighty.
Let me try and find him on the docket, Judge. Miguel Silvestre. Oh, he's on page 11 of the docket, Judge.
Alrighty. I feel like maybe I passed it. 11.
Silvestre Quinones.
Oh. There it is. Yep. All right, sir, you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol,
Señor, se le acusa de conducir bajo los efectos del alcohol.
driving under the influence with damage to property or person of another,
Conducir bajo los efectos de una sustancia y causar daños a la propiedad o a otra persona.
I'm sorry, I don't have paperwork on this case. Was he already magistrated on the
The
other
cape
charges?
is.
No tenemos
We're just here for count 6?
la carpeta
Yes.
con todos los detalles, pero parece que tiene orden de arresto.
All right, so we're actually only here today for the charge of operating without a valid driver's license. It's a warrant.
Entonces, hoy lo único que tiene, de lo que está acusado, es de conducir sin tener una licencia válida y tenía una orden de arresto vigente por ese cargo.
And the bond on that charge is $250, sir.
La fianza para ese cargo es $250, señor.
Good luck.
Buena suerte.
Judge, we're just going to be requesting a phone order on Mr. Silvestre's behalf.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you, Judge.
I think there was one more for Spanish. I saw another hand.
Yes, yes, there's 2 more, I believe.
2 more, okay, great.
¿Qué es su nombre?
Victorino Pérez Cruz.
Victorino Perez Cruz, Judge.
What's his
Page,
I'm sorry.
Page 13.
13.
Victorino Perez Cruz. Después vas a ir a hablar con ella, ¿ok?
Okay. Sir, you're charged with driving under the influence with a breath alcohol above 0.15.
Señor, se le acusa de conducir bajo los efectos de una sustancia y su examen de aliento estaba más alto de .15.
Driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Conducir también bajo los efectos del alcohol o de drogas.
Driving under the influence with damage to property or person of another.
Conducir bajo los efectos de sustancias y causar daño a la propiedad o a otra persona.
And operating without a valid driver's license.
Y conducir sin tener una licencia válida.
I'm going to find probable cause for these offenses.
Decido que hay suficientes pruebas para estos delitos.
Does he have any priors, State?
¿Tiene algún antecedente?
The only thing I show, he was arrested in 2015 for a battery that was dropped, but
Él tenía un arresto anterior del 2015 por agresión, pero ese caso no fue procesado.
when he was arrested and booked in that case, he used the name Rodolfo Ramirez.
Pero cuando lo arrestaron, en ese caso utilizó el nombre Adolfo Ramírez.
With
All right.
apparently a different date of birth.
Y tenía una fecha diferente de nacimiento.
All right, Mr. Romero?
Judge, Mr. Perez Cruz has been residing here for 3 years. He is a roofer. He makes minimum wage. He lives in Pompano. He lives in an apartment there with roommates. Judge, we'd be requesting you sign an order allowing him access to his phone so he can potentially call his roommates to see if they can potentially help him out with the bond. And we'd be asking you to consider on either count 1 or count 3 if you could ROR one of the counts on 1 or 3.
Yes, I'll release you under recognizance on count 3, sir.
Lo voy a dejar en libertad bajo su propia palabra para el cargo número 3, señor.
Count 1 is a $1,000 bond.
El cargo número 1 es $1,000 de fianza.
Count 2 is a $500 bond.
El cargo número 2 es fianza de $500.
And there's no monetary charge on count 4.
Para el número 4 no damos una fianza de dinero.
Good luck to you.
Gracias, señor, y suerte.
All right, do we have one more?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Aguilar on page 21.
All right. Carlos Aguilar?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Mr. Aguilar, you're charged with a violation of your felony probation.
Señor Aguilar, se le acusa de violar las condiciones de su probatoria de delito de grado mayor.
You're going to be held without bond at this time.
Va a estar encarcelado sin fianza en este momento.
You'll see Judge Rothschild
Va a presentarse en frente del juez Rothschild
March 29th,
el 29 de marzo
8:30 a.m.
a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Good luck.
Buena suerte.
All right, Solange, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Counselor, ready for me? All right, fantastic. Could I have Robert Laheath, please? His bond was posted? All right. Well, he should know he's got a lawyer here on his behalf if he's still there. He might be out already. But is Mr. Laheath still there in the room, or did they already let him go? The mic's off, I think.
I'm sorry. He never came, Judge.
Yeah, okay, they must have already released him. All right, well, good job. Excellent job, Counselor. Nice to meet you. I'll find probable cause. All right. Tyler Tigertail.
Mr. Tigertail, come on up, please.
All right, Mr. Tigertail, you're charged with an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense. Advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
I did, Your Honor. He said that everything is fine and that he's not afraid.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Lynn?
Mr. Tigertail's wife, Caitlin, is also present here in the courtroom.
All right, great. Sure, if she'd like to speak to me.
She doesn't
Okay.
really want to say
She
anything. She just wants Mr. Tigertail to know that she's here,
That she's here.
in support of him.
Okay, good. That's great. All right, Mr. Linder?
Michelle, do you have anything?
All right, Mr. Romero?
Yes, Judge. And speaking of Mr. Tigertail, he's been residing in South Florida his whole life. He's 22 years old. He is working. He works at GameStop. He's been working there for about 6 months, making about $9.50 an hour. He owns no property. He rents where he's at. He shares two children in common with his wife, ages 3 years old and 10 months old. Judge, considering this is Mr. Tigertail's first arrest ever in his life, at this point, we'd be asking you to consider setting a bond of $1,000.
All right, it's in the neighborhood of what I was thinking. I'm going to set a $1,500 bond, sir. You're going to have no contact with your brother-in-law, Andrew Cipulli. Stay 500 feet away from him. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find him on social media. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
The only thing I would add,
Thank you.
Judge, is that Mr. Catulli and Mr. Tigertail don't reside together. I'm not really sure exactly how this falls under a domestic violence scenario. But I just put that on the record. Maybe the state wants to look into that if they pursue charges.
Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Reedy.
You're welcome, Judge.
All right, good luck, sir. Nicodemus Pierre.
Mr. Pierre, come on up, please. Mr. Officer, we're going to need a photo order.
All right, Mr. Pierre, you're charged with domestic battery by strangulation and domestic violence battery. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Have you had contact with the victim?
Your Honor, she had nothing to say. She just wanted to know the outcome.
All right, Mr. Linder, any priors?
Your Honor, one moment.
Don't follow him. Not the wet wall, just the second floor. When you speak, don't. Right there.
I'm showing in 2008, he was arrested for battery against the same alleged victim. That was dropped. End of record.
All right, Mr. Romero.
Judge, Mr. Pierre has been residing in South Florida for 33 years. He is 51 years old. He is working. He works at Al Casino, which is located in Pompano. He's been working there for about 2 years as a dishwasher, making $8 an hour. Financially, though, he has no money in the bank, no property. The alleged victim is his wife. He'll be living separate and apart from the alleged victim. They do share a child in common who's 15 years old. We'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond as to Mr. Pierre.
And Your Honor, on count one, based on the level of violence, specifically the allegation that he strangled the victim with an extension cord while yelling, "Today I'm going to kill you," state would be requesting a $25,000 bond and a GPS monitor on count one.
You read my
Judge,
mind, Mr. Linder. Yes, Mr. Romero.
I'm just considering his financial resources, only making $8 an hour, no sort of savings or checkings or anything like that. I believe in a prior arrest back in 2008, what the state said was dropped. We'd be asking you to set a $5,000 bond.
All right. Mr. Romero kind of read my mind too, actually. It's going to be a $25,000 bond on count one and a $5,000 bond on count two. Pretrial release level 2 with a GPS monitor. There'll be no contact with the alleged victim or the minor children. Stay 500 feet away. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. Robert McGee.
He's coming up.
All righty, Mr. McGee, you're charged with an out-of-state felony warrant. I'm going to find probable cause for the warrant. At this time, you're going to be held without bond, and I will see you in a few days at the extradition court. You'll be given some legal choices about being brought back to that state. Good luck to you, sir. Shakur Jones.
Come on up, Miss Jones.
All right, Miss Jones, you're charged with you're being held on a traffic warrant for driving the suspended license, and you have a writ of arrest for child support. The traffic warrant bond is $250. The purge on the writ of arrest is $730. You've got a status hearing coming up April 3rd at 2 p.m. on the traffic. Good luck to you.
Judge, Miss Jones, even though our office can't do anything as far as the writ of arrest on count two, she seems to indicate that her wages were already garnished for the $730 amount.
Could be. That's something you're going to have to talk to. They're going to bring you to see the family court judge or dependency court judge, and you can let them know, okay? Good luck.
Okay.
Ordine Myrtle.
Miss Myrtle, come on up.
Alrighty, Miss Myrtle, you're charged with 2 counts of resisting an officer without violence, driving with a suspended license, a second offense, and failure to obey a police or fire department. I'm going to find probable cause. Bond on count 1 will be $100, and there's no monetary charge on 2, 3, or 4. Good luck to you. Anna Sanchez.
North Broward, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Sanchez. You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense. I'm going to release you under recognizance on this charge, ma'am. You're going to have to come back to court. They'll send you another date. You understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Miriam DeMoss.
DeMoss, come on in. Hey, Foz. I'm trying to call you on the phone. Your phone's not ringing.
Uh-oh. No good? Phone's dead? Okay. All right. Should be working now. All right. Ms. DeMoss, you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense, ma'am, and I'll set bond at $500. Good luck.
So if I don't have money,
Will the court sign a photo order?
Yeah. All right. Andrea Murray? Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll put it to the side. All right. Kiwana Jones.
She's here present, Judge?
All righty. Ms. Jones, you're charged with possession with intent to sell MDMA, possession with intent to sell cocaine, and a traffic warrant. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses.
Mr. Dahlia?
It'll be a $2,500 bond on counts 1 and 2, and a $250 bond on count 3, ma'am. Good luck.
Judge, in speaking with Jones, the only thing the defense would be requesting, she believes her family will be able to post her bond.
Okay.
The only thing she's requesting is if on counts 1 and 2, instead of $2,500, would you reduce it to $2,000? So it could be $2,000 for count 1, $2,000 for count 2. She believes that they have like $400.
All right. So it'll be $2,000 on count 1, $2,000 on count 2. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Have any children?
Jessica Parisi.
Ms. Parisi, come on up.
All right, ma'am, you're charged with a violation of your felony probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time. You'll see your division judge March 29th, 9 a.m. Good luck. Diana Santiago.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. You're charged with grand theft and possession of alprazolam. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Does she have any priors?
No. Oh.
It's all right. I'm asking the state attorney.
Michelle, do you have any,
okay, sorry.
She's not on my list anymore because it's a reset. Do you have still have any notes from the weekend? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Has she verified it all?
Judge, she told me that her family contacted a bondsman.
Okay.
Are they bonding you out of jail for sure?
Yes, and the bondsman said if they don't come and pay the money right now, he's going to bail me out anyways.
All right.
All right. So it'll be a total $2,000 bond, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a great day.
You too. Are you ready on Miss Murray? All right. We can recall Andrea Murray.
Come on, Miss Murray.
She would like to plea out the case if the court is so inclined.
Okay, let's see.
How you doing today, Judge?
I'm doing well, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm trying to do better, you know.
Okay.
I would like to resolve my case today.
All right. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. You're charged with resisting an officer without violence and with trespassing and occupied structure. I'm going to find.
I didn't know that.
Man,
I didn't know it was.
Judge, could the court transfer this matter to Judge Lerner?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find probable cause for these offenses. It's going to be a $100 bond on count 1. There's no monetary charge on count 2. And I'm going to transfer the case over to Judge Lerner Wren. You'll see her in a few days, okay?
Oh no, y'all can't get OR'd or nothing.
No, ma'am. Judge Lerner Wren will see you though, hopefully this week. Good luck.
All right.
Camila Lopez.
Practice L1. Your Honor, she's going to be a med reset.
Okay. That'll be for Tuesday a.m.
Who's the medical reset judge?
Camila Lopez.
Oh, okay. I'm not hearing me. Thank you.
Andrew Calder.
North Broward.
Oh, all right.
Your Honor, he's actually inappropriate to come down right now.
Okay, I understand. You want me to reset him to the afternoon or tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning will be fine.
All right. Reset Tuesday morning. Okay. Darren Williams.
That's North Broward, Your Honor. Come on in, Mr. Williams.
All righty, Mr.
Good
Williams.
morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir. You're charged with resisting an officer without violence. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. And I will set bond at $100, sir.
Judge, I'm going to respectfully ask for an ROR. If I just make to look at my notes.
Sure.
He is gainfully employed. He works at Popeyes. He lives in an apartment in Fort Lauderdale. He's been living at that apartment with his wife and 2 kids for 2 years. He has no money in the bank right now, but renting's about $850 every 2 weeks. He makes about $600 to $700. Most of his money goes into rent and taking care of his kids. He hasn't been able to make a phone call either. Someone to bond him out. I'm just asking in light of the nonviolent nature of the charge to release him on his own recognizance.
He was just arrested
Pick up magistrate.
March 16th. He pled out 2 MOs, a theft and a solicitation, that he had an active capias on, and bonded out on a carrying concealed weapon that is still pending.
He led the police on a merry chase here. I'm not really sure why. It's a little bit of a strange fact pattern. But it'll be a $100 bond. Good luck. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
All right. We can recall Sandra Etienne.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
Oh, all righty. That's right. Paul Ryan. All right, ma'am, if I could have you raise your right hand, do you swear or affirm to accurately translate from English to Creole and Creole to English to the best of your ability?
I do.
All right, thank you. Miss Etienne, I'm Judge Davis.
Mademoiselle Etienne, Monsieur Juge Davis,
You're charged with domestic violence battery.
eu acusei que eu bato moun la caillou.
I'm going to find
Domestic violence.
probable cause for the offense.
Okay? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
I'm going to find probable cause for the offense.
Ok? M'ta besoin konnen, m'pral jwen pour qui raison ou fait bagay sa.
I'm going to ask the victim advocate if they've had any contact with the victim in this case.
Mwen pral demander représentant de victime là s'il était prend aucun contact avec victime là.
Yes, Your Honor, he had nothing to say.
Oui, juge, il pas de rien pour te dire.
Mr. Linder, any priors?
Monsieur,
Ms. Etienne was arrested last year
Mademoiselle Etienne était arrêtée l'année dernière.
for aggravated assault and battery against the same alleged victim.
Peut-être qu'il était bat moun là et puis il te gon zam là avec lui.
The charges were dropped.
Et puis il a été rejeté toute accusation yo.
All right, Mr. Ofsal, you were not able to speak with her. All right, ma'am,
Madame,
are you working?
est-ce que vous travaillez?
Oui.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
Ça fait comme travail.
Porte kay.
Vous faites qui ça?
Moi porte kay.
Oh, I clean houses.
Okay. How much money do you make on average every month cleaning houses?
À peu près en moyenne, combien d'argent qu'on fait chaque mois le wap nettoyer caillou?
Qu'on fait $1,000.
Sometimes I make $1,000.
I'm going to set a $2,500 bond in this case.
M'pral mettre en caution pour vous, ça y aurait les bons noms pour $2,500.
I'm going to order that you have no contact with Josue Lewis.
Et puis m'pral ba l'ordre qu'on pas aucun contact avec Jocelyne Lewis.
You must stay 500 feet away from him and his property.
C'est pour être au moins 500 pieds de lui ou bien n'importe qui côté que l'habiter.
You cannot call,
Ou pas droit relais,
text,
ou pas droit envoyer texte,
write,
ou pas droit écrire,
email,
ni ou pas droit envoyer email.
or try to find him on social media.
Ou bien essayer de joindre lui sur aucun système de social.
Do you understand that, ma'am?
Est-ce que vous comprenez ça, madame?
Oui.
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
OK, bonne chance.
Yes.
Does anyone else happen to need the Creole interpreter? Thank you. Oops. Do you want me to take the whole thing? There you go. All right. Thank you so much. All right. I'll
Judge,
take.
can we call one out of turn?
Sure, of course.
On page 21, James Childs.
Childs. All right. I'm going to call James Childs on page 21. Oh, yeah, I pulled that out. Why? Why did I pull that out? James Childs?
He's here, present judge.
Oh, because it's a domestic, that's why. All right. Mr. Childs, you're charged with an aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Domestic. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. What's your name, sir?
Michael Taylor.
All right. How are you related to Mr. Childs?
His bondsman and also a church member with him.
Okay, great.
How long have you known James?
I've known him for more than 20 years.
Okay. Well, this is a pretty serious offense. You're planning on taking the bond in this case?
Yes.
All right. Any priors, Mr. Linder?
He had a battery in 1976, grand theft in 84. Frankly, this is so much more about the allegations.
Right.
I mean, it really does seem like this is an this luck is what makes this an aggravated battery rather than possibly a murder charge, Your Honor.
Right.
I'm sorry, just based on the allegations, I'm going to be asking for a $75,000 bond and pretrial release with a GPS.
An advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
I wasn't aware of the case, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Romero, what would you like to tell me?
Judge, in speaking of Mr. Childs, he's been residing in South Florida now for about 30 years. He's 55 years old. He is retired. He basically worked for the city of Boca Raton almost his whole life. He was a heavy equipment driver. He gets in retirement approximately $2,300 a month. He is living in Pompano. He's going to be contacting his daughter to help post his bond. He'll be living separate and apart from the alleged victim. Financially, though, because he's retired, he has limited resources. He has no money in the bank, no property. And I don't know if the police report indicates this, but yesterday he did set up something with the Fort Lauderdale Police Department, spoke to a detective, and he actually went to surrender himself at the police station at approximately 1 p.m. yesterday. Judge, we'd be asking you to set a $25,000 bond on Mr. Childs' behalf.
Frankly, I think a $75,000 bond is reasonable, and I will order pretrial release level 2 with a GPS. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim, sir. That's Shirley Brown. Stay 500 feet away from her and her property. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. You also may not possess any weapons, firearms, or ammunition. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you very much for coming in. All right. Daryl Hilton.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Mr. Hilton, you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, driving the wrong way down a one-way street, failing to drive in a single lane, failure to wear a safety belt, and possession of an open container in a motor vehicle. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses.
75,000.
Any prior?
John Deese.
2000 possession of cocaine, 5-year state prison. 2000 sale delivery of cocaine.
Mr. Romero, what your mic is on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
2000 sale delivery of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a place of worship. Possession controlled substance with intent to sell or distribute. 69 months state prison as a habitual offender. 2000 possession of cocaine, 60 months. 93 2 counts of delivery of cocaine, 1 count of possession of cocaine, 15 years state prison. 91 possession of cocaine, 92 possession of cocaine, 4 years. Burglary of a structure, 95 years. Strong arm robbery, 89, 5 years. Burg dwelling, 85, 3.5 years. Burg dwelling, 85, 3.5 years. It just keeps going from.
Okay.
Judge, I'm just asking for a property order for him to access his credit card. I was going to ask for the court to lower or raise the bond. I was going to ask the court to keep the bond as it is.
All right, so it'll be I will sign the property order. It'll be a $2,500 bond. No monetary charge on counts 2 through 5. So it's $2,500 on count 1. Good luck to you, sir. John Deese.
Mr. Deese is your present main judge.
All right, sir, you're charged with resisting an officer without violence, trespassing an occupied structure or conveyance, and a violation of a municipal ordinance that's a possession of an open container of alcohol from the city of Deerfield Beach. I'm going to find probable cause, and on count 3, the municipal ordinance, I will appoint an attorney to represent you. His name is Stephen Shate, and he will be with you at the next hearing. Bond will be set at $100 on count 1, and there's no monetary charge on counts 2 and 3. If you do post the bond, sir, you may not return to the 7-Eleven at 3580 West Hillsborough Boulevard in Deerfield Beach. Do you understand?
Sir. Judge, Mr. Dice is inquiring if Your Honor would consider resolving his case for time served.
No, not today, sir. Good luck to you. Walter Delia.
Walter Delia?
Mr. Delia, you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, driving under the influence with a breath alcohol above 0.15, driving under the influence with damage to property or person of another, resisting an officer without violence, violation of your pretrial release conditions for domestic violence, leaving the scene of a crash involving damage, possession of an open container in a motor vehicle, failure to drive in a single lane, and driving on a sidewalk or bike path. I'm going to find probable cause for these offenses.
At this time, Your Honor, pretrial release is requesting a revocation of his supervision in case number 17003065CF10A, tampering and misdemeanor proceedings, touch, strike, domestic battery, and resisting officer without violence.
All right. I'm going to revoke your pretrial release condition, sir, in case 17003065CF10A. You'll have to see your division judge. I'm guessing it's Judge McHugh for a bond in that case.
That will be no bond.
Yes, correct. All right. In this case, sir, it'll be a $500 bond count 1, $1,000 on counts 2 and 3, $5,000 bond on count 5. Just one moment. I'm going to put him back on pretrial release in this case with a, remind me what it's called again? The TAD, thank you. Too many acronyms. A TAD monitor, sir, you're going to have to wear on your ankle. It's going to monitor your alcohol, whether or not you've had a drink. You're going to have to follow all conditions of pretrial release. You cannot imbibe any alcoholic substances or use any drugs. Do you understand all of that?
Yeah.
You're also going to have no contact with the alleged victim of the domestic violence. That is Miyazadi White. Stay 500
Yeah.
feet away from her and her property. Don't call,
have.
text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Judge,
All right.
what was the bond on count 5?
5,000.
5,000.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Yes.
5,000 on 5.
Correct. And pre-trial release with the TAD monitor.
And no charge on 4.
Correct.
Okay.
Andre Knudsen.
Mr. Nuts?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Knudsen, you're charged with a basically a panhandling. It's a warrant. I'm going to find probable cause for the warrant. Do you have anything recent?
One moment. Nothing in Broward since October 11th.
All right, sir, if you want to plead no contest to this charge, I will withhold adjudication. You'll have a year to pay some court costs.
Yes, sir. No contest.
All right, sir, go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, put your hand down and tell me your full name, please.
Andre Clifford Knutson Jr.
Mr. Knudsen, you're charged with panhandling, obstructing traffic. How do you plead to that offense?
No contest.
Do you understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would make it difficult for you to understand me today?
No, sir.
All right, I'll find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I'm going to withhold adjudication. You'll have a year to pay some court costs. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
You got
Thank
it.
you, sir.
Kevin Crable.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. You're charged with a violation of your misdemeanor probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time, and you'll see your division judge on March 30th, 10 a.m. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
Did you give me the amount of money for both jobs?
Deputy, can I ask you a big favor?
Give me the amount of money for both jobs.
Water. Thank you so much. Here, I have cups here if you want one.
Great,
I
obviously.
do. Usually Shakia brings it down. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Daniel Goodling.
He's coming, Judge.
No problem.
Mr. Goodling, come on up.
No.
Okay, great. Can't believe I forgot what the tab number is called, guys. Sorry about that. Monday morning.
He's here present, Judge.
All right, Mr. Goodling, you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant for driving on a suspended license. The bond is set at $500, sir. Good luck to you. Edward Christie.
Mr. Christie, come on up. Mr. Christie's here, Judge.
Mr. Christie, you're charged with a violation of a municipal ordinance out of the city of Pompano Beach. It's possession of an open container of alcohol. If you want to plead no contest to the case today, sir, I'll withhold adjudication. You'll have a year to pay some court costs. You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and put your hand down and tell me your full name.
Edward Christie.
Mr. Christie, you've been charged with possession of an open container of alcohol. How do you plead to that offense?
No contest.
You understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your right to have a trial.
You have 7 children?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would make it difficult for you to understand me?
No.
All right. I find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I'm going to withhold adjudication. You'll have a year to pay some court costs. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good luck to you,
Yes.
sir. Take care.
Yep.
Javon Barrow.
Do you work? What's your take home pay?
North Broward, Your Honor.
All
North
right.
Broward.
Mr. Barrow, good morning. You're being held on a misdemeanor warrant for driving with a suspended license. I'm going to find probable
sir.
cause for the warrant. It's a $2,000 bond, sir. Good luck to you.
All right.
Alfonso McCrae.
He's here, main judge.
All righty, Mr. McCrae, you're being held on 2 misdemeanor warrants for one for driving the suspended license, one for operating without a valid driver's license, and a misdemeanor warrant for operating without a valid driver's license. Bonds are $500 on count 1, $250 on count 2. There's no bond on count 3, which is the violation charge. You have a status hearing coming up March 29th 9 a.m. to deal with the violation. Good luck to you, sir. Ramon Posada.
North Broward, Your Honor. Medical reset for tomorrow morning, please.
All righty, you got it. Med reset.
Bless you.
Andre Clements.
He's here, President. Main Judge.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Clements. You're charged with a violation of your felony community control. You're going to be held without bond at this time. You'll see Judge Robinson March 29th, 8:30 a.m. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge. Have a
Sure.
nice day.
Have a good day. Tertius Black. Mr. Black, you're charged with resisting an officer without violence, operating without a valid driver's license, disobeying a stop or yield sign, failing to wear a safety belt. You have a violation of a pretrial condition warrant and a felony warrant. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Bond on count 1 is $100. There's no monetary charge on counts 2, 3, or 4. There's no bond on counts 5 and 6. They'll set up a date for you to see Judge Porter, sir. Good luck. Joshua Jones.
You got no bond. 9, another court date 4-3. For your petty charges is 4-3. Charges.
This is the
Mr. Jones, you're charged with felony battery and a violation of your felony probation.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I can tell you that the.
Thank you. You didn't have to pay for this, did you? No. I'm gonna. No, you didn't have to do that. I'll give you money. I didn't want you to buy me a bottle of water. You're very sweet. You're very sweet. I only have a 20. I'll pay you back. I'm really sorry about that. She's very sweet. I didn't want her to buy me a bottle of water. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Linder.
Yeah. Yes, Judge. I can tell you. One moment. Okay. The alleged victim on count 1 is the same as the victim on count 2.
Okay.
In 2012, he had a domestic violence battery against a different alleged victim. His bond was his probation was revoked, but for violating probation. He had a 2009 domestic violence battery arrest against a different alleged victim, and that was dropped.
And then you have 3 no bonds.
Mr. Romero?
Judge, Mr. Jones has been residing here, South Florida, for 15 years. He is employed. He works the coast-to-coast travel agency, making about $9 an hour. No money in bank, no property. We actually set a reasonable bond as to count 1, considering he has a no bond hold on count 2.
All right, sir. I'm going to set a $50,000 bond on count 1. There's no bond on count 2. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim. Stay 500 feet away from her and her property. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. You'll have a court date with Judge Cohen on March 29th at 9:45 a.m. to address the violation. Good luck, sir. Charles Stone.
Whose fault's that now? Okay. So we can all go back to this, and this. You should have fixed it as soon as you come
North
back.
Broward, your mic is on. Just letting you know.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Charles Stone.
That's why it was on, Judge Davis. He's here.
Because it's North Broward. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. All right.
Good morning, Judge Davis.
Mr. Stone, good morning, sir. Yes, you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant and 3 felony warrants. The bond and misdemeanor warrant is $500. There's no bond on counts 2, 3, and 4. Those are the felony warrants. You'll see.
Yeah, I do apologize.
What's that?
I was going to say I do apologize for missing my court dates.
Nothing to apologize for to me. You might want to speak to the division judge, and I'll tell you who that's going to be.
Judge Haynes?
Well, Judge Haynes actually is in a different division now, so now
It's
your
Tim
judge
Bailey.
is Judge Tim Bailey. He's a very, very good judge, a very nice person, and you'll see him on March 29th at 9. And on the misdemeanor charge, they have a court date set for you April 3rd at 1:30. Okay?
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Bless you.
Bless you. Michael DeNova.
He's here present, main judge.
Alrighty. Wait, not something. Oh. Mr. DeNova, you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, a third offense within 10 years, refusal to submit to a DUI test, unlawful speeding, and driving with a suspended license, a second offense. I'm going to find probable cause for these offenses. Mr. Linder?
One moment, Judge. I just need one moment, Judge.
Sure, take your time.
Okay. Mr. DeNova is currently out on bond for 2 counts of DUI property damage and refusal to submit to testing. Just to check something. Michelle, do you have any DUIs outside of Broward? While she's checking, he's got a resisting without violence, 2010, a trespass, 2013, culpable negligence, improper exhibition of a weapon, 05, insurance fraud, 04 with a VOP, felony criminal mischief and resisting without violence, 04.
The probable cause affidavit indicates the other DUIs, one from 12/29/08, one from 2/13/16.
Okay, then this really should be counted as a first DUI. The 08 DUI was dropped.
Okay,
And you can't count the 16 DUI since it's still pending.
got it. So, so he was acquitted. All
That's
right,
probably the 08 DUI that he was acquitted in 09.
So on count one, it's
Dropped
just
in
going to
09.
be DUI, first offense. All right, what is the case number of the charge he's on now?
16
Uh-huh.
3304 MU 10A.
All right, Mr. Romero?
Judge, Mr. DeNovo has been residing in South Florida for the past 31 years. At this point, he's unemployed. He's looking for employment. He was working construction, making approximately $8 an hour. Financially has no money to make, no property. He lives with his parents in Coconut Creek. We'd be asking you on count one, I guess the standard bond, $1,000.
All right. Sir, I'm going to set a $5,000 bond on count one. I'm revoking bond in case 16-3304 MU10A. You're going to see your division judge for that, and I'm ordering that you not operate any type of motor vehicle or conveyance. There is no monetary charge on counts 2, 3, or 4. Good luck to you.
Judge, would you consider on Mr. DeNovo's behalf placing him, rather than holding him no bond on the case he revoked bond, placing him on pretrial release with the monitor?
No, but good luck, sir. Lorenza Cochran.
So that'd be North Broward, Your Honor. Come on in, Mr. Cocker. Stand on the desk.
All right, Mr. Cochran, you're charged with battery and tampering in a misdemeanor proceeding. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Any priors?
One moment, Judge.
Lorenza Cochran.
No, she's asking about another case. Okay. For Mr. Cochran, there was a battery arrest in 2016 that was dropped. An arrest for aggravated battery in 2015 that was dropped. 2002, possession of firearm by convicted felon, aggravated assault with a firearm, and carrying concealed firearm. 10-year state prison as a habitual offender. Battery in 2000. 1999, possession of firearm by convicted felon, year state prison as a habitual offender. Delivery of marijuana in 98, possession of cocaine in 97 with a VOP, year and a day. And carrying concealed firearm charges in 97 and 95. He violated probation in both cases.
All right, Mr. Afsal.
Judge, he's a resident of South Florida all his life. He was residing in a group home, 8-bedroom, in Pompano Beach. He can stay with his sister in Golden Acres. He does odd jobs, and people in the neighborhood help him out. There's not much he can afford in bond at this juncture, Judge.
All right. Well, there's no monetary charge in count 1, sir. It'll be a $2,500 bond in count 2. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim in the case. That's Kevin Eford. Stay 500 feet away from him and his property.
Your
Don't
Honor,
call. Yes.
And I'm sorry, I would just ask if you could order that the victim's name be redacted in case a request is made, since it looks like he's a juvenile.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, I will request that name be redacted from the record, and I apologize. So stay 500 feet away from that gentleman. K.E. are his initials. Stay away from him and his property. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find him on social media. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
David Linsky.
He's your present judge at Maine.
Judge, just a little bit. The officer makes comment about what he charged him with, but doesn't mention the age.
Yeah, I noticed that, Mr. Linder.
That's fine. We can come back, Your Honor.
All right. So, sir, I'm going to reset this matter for 24 hours for the state to perfect the affidavit. Let's see, tomorrow is the 28th. So I will see you tomorrow morning, sir.
Thank you.
Here we go. Antoine Obsaint. All right.
He's here, present judge.
Good morning, sir. You're charged with a grand theft. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense. Bond will be set at $1,000, sir. Good luck to you. Kenneth McDougal.
Mr. McDougal.
Mr. McDougal, you're charged with 2 counts of violating your felony probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time, and you'll see Judge Robinson March 29th, 8:30 a.m. Good luck, sir.
All right.
Aaron Shallinson. Sir, you're charged with possession of heroin. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense, and bond will be set at $1,000. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Victory Auguste. Mr. Auguste, you're charged with violation of your felony community control. You're going to be held without bond at this time, and you'll see Judge Bober on March 30th, 9 a.m. Good luck. Audrey Connor. Mr. Connor, you're charged with a violation of your felony probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time, and you'll see Judge Bailey on March 29th, 9 a.m. Good luck. Randall Puckett.
Mr. Puckett declined to serve as public defender.
Alrighty. Mr. Puckett, you're charged with a grand theft. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense, and bond will be set at $1,000, sir. Good luck. Christopher Ruda.
Mr. Ruda.
All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with possession with intent to sell heroin and 2 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to find probable cause. Bond on count 1 will be $2,500, and there's no charge, no monetary charge on counts 2 and 3. Good luck, sir. Daryl Fitch.
Mr. Fitch.
Mr. Fitch, you're charged with possession of Xanax and 2 counts violating your probation or community control. I'm going to find probable cause. Bond on count 1 will be $1,000. There's no bond on counts 2 and 3. You'll see your division judge April 3rd, 9:45 a.m. to address the violations. Good luck, sir. Travis Bullock. Is he still on loan? All right, that's a medical reset.
Medical reset.
I'll find probable cause. We'll set it for bond purposes Tuesday morning. There you go. Daniel Carter.
Conti.
Your Honor, he's being represented. The reason it was reset, he's being.
See the note, yeah.
So I guess I know Mr. Reedy told me he left a message this morning. I'll reach out to Mr. McRae's office.
Oh, okay. All right. So, sir, your attorney is not here. The prosecutor is going to reach out to them. What I'll do is I'll reset your case for the afternoon, and I'll see you at 1:30. Hopefully, Mr. McRae can be here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. I'll see you this afternoon. Toby Eisen or Eason.
North Broward, Your Honor.
All righty. All right. Good morning, sir. You're charged with one count of violating your felony probation and one misdemeanor warrant. Felony warrant. Both charges you're going to be held without bond. You're going to see Judge. We've got two judges. FF is who?
Is it Colra?
Colra. Yep. You're going to see Judge Colra for the violation charge on March 29th, 8:30 a.m. It looks like your other judge, Judge Robinson, they will set up a date for you to see him as well. Good luck. And Scott Porez.
I think he's
medical loan, Judge.
Medical loan. Okay, so that'll be a med reset Tuesday morning. All right, great job, everybody, and I will see you all this afternoon.